The other space which is on our radar right now is Alcobev. A lot has been happening, and of course, a lot of these Indian-made whiskies and liquors have been getting a lot of recognition across the globe. And we have the latest feather in the hat in the sense of what Radico Khaitan has managed to bag in terms of an international award. We'll discuss more on that with Mr. Sanjeev Banga, the President of International Business of Radico Khaitan, joining us on the show. Hi, good to be speaking with you. I just wanted to first up congratulate you on the Rampur Asava, which has won the Best Whisky Award at the John Barleycon Awards in 2023. Talk to us about what really distinguishes what Indian liquor industry is doing right now, and specifically for Rampur Asava. How is it different from the other whiskies in the world?
Good morning, and thank you very much for having me on board. Let me wish you and your loved ones and the viewers of ET Now a very happy new year. The beginning of 2024 has been fantastic for us. We've just won the Best World Whiskey for Rampur Asava at the John Barleycon Awards. So what we've tried to do since we launched the first expression of Rampur Indian Single Malt in 2016 is to offer something unique, something very different, something very Indian. And in fact, for Rampur Asava, we went a step ahead. That's the first single malt in the history that's been finished in an Indian red wine, a Capsoft cask. So what we're trying to do is there are single malts all over the world. There are a number of them, even from India. There are quite a few single malts, but we try to be a little different. And the beauty is all the malt connoisseurs are always looking for something which is different, unique, and very, I would say, palatable. So that's been the biggest advantage of the entire Rampur range.
Okay, fair enough. Now, can you give us a sense as to when it will be available in the Indian market now that the global acceptance has come? What kind of a response you're expecting from the domestic whiskey lovers?
Well, honestly, Rampur's been strictly on allocation. Our brands are available in over 100 countries today, but Rampur, we've restricted the allocation to only about 39, 40 countries. Also, within India, it's a limited exposure allocation so far, limited to about 14, 15 cities. But we tripled our malt capacity a couple of years ago. So a lot of malt, which is underaging, will be ready for bottling this year. And we plan to extend the range of Rampur Indian single malt in India as well. And Rampur Asava is the one that will be launched very soon in the Indian domestic market as well.
Sure, point taken. So that's the latest coming in on when it will be available in the Indian markets. But, as it is, your export presence has been quite strong. You export to over 100 countries. But if I look at the contribution in terms of value to the total business, it's still single digit. When do you expect it to ramp up, and what is the, overall scope that is there in terms of exports for the company?
Well, in terms of our revenue or the volumes, the exports would account for about 6 to 7%. But in value terms, it's more than 10% over here. And as we expand our luxury portfolio, which is of Rampur Indian Single Malt, Jaisalmer Indian Craft Gin, and Sangam World Malt, we expect the value terms to keep on increasing. And with the enhanced capacity, we are expecting Rampur to keep doubling for the next 3 to 4 years. So that will definitely add more value to our overall business. In terms of expansion, Indian domestic market is a priority market, but then also our existing markets, which include US, UK, Europe, Singapore, the global travel retail. So we will definitely increase the allocation for these markets as well as open up new markets. So the future looks very bright for our luxury portfolio.
What about the kind of election-led volume growth you're anticipating over the next 3 to 4 months?
Well, that's a domestic domain, but you expect more, as we've seen always in the past as well. But that's more in the regular and the semi-premium sort of category. the luxury portfolio doesn't get impacted that much with the elections. But it'll be definitely good for our rest of the IMFL portfolio.
On that note, we let you go. Thanks so much for making time and speaking with us.